fly this flag to signal my success.
And I shall speak fondly of you at your funeral.
It's no simple task to deliver a satisfying conclusion to a series, and very few have done it successfully. Assassin's Creed 3, released on October 30th for the PS3 and Xbox 360, took that challenge by the reins and never let go. A massive campaign, brilliant characters, and a compelling narrative all wrap up what has been a truly epic saga, and the fifth true installment of the series leaves fans with plenty to sink their teeth into.
Unless fired upon! But if they mean to have a war, let it begin here!
Set in the 18th century in the midst of the American Revolution, Assassin's Creed 3 puts you in the shoes of Radun Hagedun, or Connor as he comes to be known, a Native American born of a Templar and controlled by main protagonist Desmond through the wonders of the Animus.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Connor's quest begins as a young child who is confronted by Templar leader Charles Lee.
What is your name?
Charles Lee. Why do you ask?
So I can find you.
The spirit of vengeance is kindled inside young Connor as he grows into adulthood, and he pursues training from the typical old grizzly guy mentor Achilles. This training leads Connor into a quest to rid the colonies of the evil Templar influence in the way only an assassin can: merciless rooftop slaughter. While the introductory sequence is a bit slow to its feet, the game carries itself brilliantly from that point forward. The pacing is excellent as the player is kept consistently engaged between points of interest, and throws curveballs in the form of side quests populated throughout the world map.
No less than a dozen Shawnee hunters had us surrounded at the point of musket and arrow.
Missions range from recruiting more fellows to your cause to improving the features available in your homestead. And these missions are abundant.
Spare me! Go! Tell the friends you have left what happened here.
There is a massive amount of exploration and side questing available in Assassin's Creed 3. More importantly, though, is the manner in which they affect the main storyline, which is to say they really don't. The most common rewards to these side quests are either money or rewards that make it easier to complete more side quests. Of course, there's no problem with that, and in fact almost makes the many missions more compelling as a sort of storyline of their own. Speaking of compelling, oh my god, naval missions. If someone were to port the naval missions into their own $10 Steam game, I would buy it 4 times. The water in this game is absolutely gorgeous, and the perspective of the player as a ship captain is executed brilliantly. Connor instructs the crew and steers the ship while issuing commands to barrage enemy vessels and evade oncoming fire. The weather engine frequently provides extra intensity to the fray as well. There's no way to properly emphasize just how much pure fun this part of the game is, so I'll just show you a few seconds. Alright, moving on. As I mentioned before, storytelling has always been a strong suit with Assassin's Creed, and 3 does not stray from the course. The writing and voice acting are top tier, and along the way you'll encounter major historical players who are seamlessly woven into the narrative.
As humble as he is brave. We could use more men like you.
The events of the American Revolution are captured magnificently and also provide a respectably genuine outlook of the harsh reality of the era. As you progress, you'll begin to reach an inner conflict while a trend develops in the dying thoughts of your enemies. Without spoiling anything, a depiction of humanity is painted in which there is no clear evil, deftly leaving the classically defined notion of hero and villain out to dry. Gameplay will be extremely familiar to fans of the series. Unfortunately, this also means that glitches can run rampant. Precision movement is also a common challenge which becomes incredibly frustrating during chase scenes and time-restricted missions. The aforementioned pacing greatness is tattered a bit as well when your horse gets stuck in the geometry while being fired upon by hundreds of British soldiers. As far as providing a satisfying conclusion to the lavish Assassin's Creed storybook, 3 does about as good of a job as it could. It will likely leave many fans yearning for more, but it should do the trick to sate the hunger of most.
Make us safe.
That being said, there is a surprisingly high replayability to be found here, and I found myself diving right back into the thick of the woods as soon as the credits finished rolling. Bottom line, you won't get much more bang for your buck in the gaming market today than you'll get out of Assassin's Creed 3. Allow yourself to be sucked in, and you'll be rewarded with a culminating story, a beautiful world, and a handful of reasons to come back for more. Control issues and glitches remain an obstacle, but one easily overlooked by the true splendor of the content available here. But then again, what do I know? I barely played it. And I'm on a boat!